All right, in this project, we are creating it's about a 10-step process. We're going to be creating a surreal landscape, okay? We call it Castle in the Sky. Smash Bros. Nintendo has a stage very similar to this. And so, again, I want you to be very creative with this. The main objective is one, you need to have a landscape. Okay, here they state 300 DPI, but again, please design in 72. Okay, we're going to be doing 11 by 8.5. All right, so here's our landscape. We'll be throwing on color adjustments as well. So like they have a black and white color adjustment here. The second part of the rubric is you need to have a castle. Okay. And then you need to add some type of landmass underneath it, preferably with a mountain range, okay? And then what I'm going to also show you is how to kind of connect those and then clone to make it look more realistic, okay? And then the last part of the rubric, and you can kind of set it back, is that we're going to create a bridge here. Okay, so they're using a rope and a bridge that's connecting the castle to, like, as if you could walk across it, okay? Again, so in order to get above an 80, okay, I need a landscape, a castle, a floating landmass, and then some type of bridge, okay? Now, of course, you can definitely put more, all right? Okay. All right, so let's jump into Photoshop, and I'm gonna just kind of walk through the basics here. Okay, cancel, no. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna say File, New. Okay, again, you might have to go into inches. So it's 11, again, by 8.5, and I'm doing 72 as my res. All right, here we go. So here's my new project. I'm just gonna get rid of my background. Okay, well, there. Let me move this over. Again, remember to adjust as need be. Oh, Alt. Okay, so for the first thing I'm going to bring in is a landscape. I'm going to just actually use Adobe Stock because it's easy and it's quick. It might not be exactly what I want, but it'll be close. I'm going to put a desert landscape. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. I'm going to say copy image. And edit, and it should paste in. Yeah, paste. All right, now I am going to adjust this, and this might happen with you. You can use multiple images. I'm going to free transform it. You can use multiple images on your assignment. I'm actually going to make it big like that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this sky here because I really love it. Okay, and I'm going to Control Copy, Control V, Control Paste. I'm going to kind of recreate this sky here. Control T. And I'm going to Control V it again. Control T. So you can always add to your image because, again, it's surreal. So you can just keep adding different objects. I'm going to take these two, okay, and I'm going to merge those layers. I'm going to Control J it again one more time. Okay. All right, so I'm just kind of showing you guys options of how to, that actually looks really cool. Okay, see, you never know until you start designing, right? Okay, I will worry about that top piece, here, just because it will drive me crazy. Control T, you guys know how I am there, and we'll line it up. Okay. All right, so that looks kind of cool, right? And then I could maybe smudge it if those lines are annoying me. Okay, next I'm gonna bring in, actually, I'm gonna merge all of this together. So again, I'm holding down the Shift key. I'm selecting layer 2 to layer 1. Okay, I'm going to merge those layers, and I am going to, again, I can try, remember we talked about all of these. That doesn't work. We can try different ones if you'd like. I can also go up to my adjustments. That's what does black and white look like. Oh, baby, that's super cool. So again, we can just play around with, there's so much to do, okay? Cancel. So again, you can use all these adjustment layers and play around with your hue and saturation. It looks like this image was already messed with, so I'll leave it like that. Okay, now I'm gonna go down and grab a castle. Now, if there's like a specific castle you love, I have a couple, but I'm not going to be particular in this video, right? Okay, so let's get a castle. This might be my castle. There's a castle in France that I love, and it was, I can't think of the name right now, but it was, I'll tell you guys in class. And it was built, I think Henry VIII built it for his wife, Catherine Medici. Okay, let's copy this. Okay. All right, control paste. There's my castle. Okay, now because of learning purposes, Kate, grab your lasso tool, remember, right? Now, I really want you guys to take your time and do this all perfect. I'm just going to cruise through here fast because I don't want to waste your time. And you all know how to use the lasso tool. Okay. Now, I'm actually going to include that. Oh, look at that little archway. And I'm using a mouse. So again, on your touchpad, just click down with your left finger and then use your right to do the mouse, or vice versa, depending on if you're right or left-handed. Okay, I'm going to cut this. So Control X and then Control V. And then I'm going to take that layer and trash it. Okay. Okay. Now I have my castle. Now I'm going to go to Control T. Now, of course, I'll need to come in here and clean it up. And I'm not crazy about that castle, but it will work for now, okay? For the purpose of this assignment. Now what do I have to go? I have to go get my landmass. So I'm going to say, oh, and make sure you're saving as you're working. And where are you guys saving it to? You're saving it to your Google Drive, My Drive, okay? And you're not saving it as a PDF, you're saving it as a Photoshop file, right? Until you're finished. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to go grab my landmass. So mountain range, I'm just going to call it a mountain range. And this one's a little more difficult to find because you just have to, you could even put in like, that would work. Okay. That would actually totally work. Let's do that. Copy. So you need almost like a mountain peak. Okay. Copy image. All right. Control paste. Okay, now we're going to come in again with the lasso. So hold down the pad, the touch pad, and then just trace around your peak here. Now I'm going to go down into the grass area and then up. Control X, Control paste. Take the old layer and trash it. Okay. Okay, now I have to transform this, right? So I'm just going to say free transform, rotate it. Okay, see how I did that? I'm going to move it over. And then I'm going to hold the shift key and I'm going to kind of adjust it. So like right there. Now, the problem is it's flat and it looks terrible. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to transform and I'm going to warp it. Okay, you could warp it up. All right, that's one thing you can do. Okay, another thing is you can transform and perspective, make it more like a perspective. Okay, and then you can do the same thing with your castle. That's kind of what they do in the Smash Bros. Okay, so like I'm gonna warp that a little. See, and you can really alter things here. Don't do it too much because it does distort it, but in the Smash Bros you can see it is a little distorted. Okay. Okay, that's so-so. Okay. And then kind of like if you remember in graphic design 1, you're just going to kind of match it up and so that they look good together, right? I'm going to actually bring this one below. Okay. There, that's better. Okay. Now I'm also going to use my eraser and I'm just going to kind of clean it up a little. You can clean it up. Now you can add like some snow, you can add different things. Again, just come through and kind of clean both of the sections up. Now, that actually matches up pretty well. If you want to add like clone, what you have to do, remember this from when we did our animal blending, make the 2 layers one. Once you kind of have it together, I select one, hold the shift key, select the other, click, merge the layers, and then you can grab your clone tool. Remember the stamp tool? And let me zoom in on here. So if I wanted to clone a little bit of this, okay. I can kind of make it all one, right? So it really looks like it is all connected. Okay, that looks so cool. Okay, now if I had more time, I would come in and clean everything up, okay? It's totally a castle. It's a castle in the sky. Okay, now Control T. Okay, now I can also, you know, do what I need to do and transform it, move it, place it where it needs to be. Don't worry about the rule of thirds on this project, okay? All right, now let's do the rope real quick and finish up because this video is taking a long time. Thank you guys for bearing with me. File save. All right, file, let's do one more. Adobe Stock, are you ready? Okay, let's just get a rope for the bridge. Oh, that's perfect. Copy, back to Photoshop. Okay, Control Paste. Now I'm just going to use my magic wand here. Delete. I'm just doing backspace, because I know your guys' Chromebooks have backspace. And then I'm going to transform it. I'm going to rotate it, right? And then your best bet is to perspective it. So it'd be like, let's see. That would work, sort of. I think I'm going to need to cut it. Let's just cut it. I think if you have a big piece, it's going to be too hard to work with. Okay. See how I'm perspecting? Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, whoa, I did not like that. It's not happy with me. Okay. It totally is not happy. Okay, let's try something else. Let's retransform it. Okay, let's try that. Okay, but you guys get the idea, right? So now you're going to, oh, there. That's it. You're going to perspective, make it like that. So it looks like it's a bridge. Okay, so like I could walk out to it, right? And I might have to lower my castle a little. And then I might have to come in and then merge them and clone some stuff, okay? But this is the beginning of your project. In class, I'll show you how to do adjustment layers. I'll show you how to add some shadows, how to do some more perspective, but this will definitely get you started, okay? I'm super excited to see them and have fun and just let your imaginations run wild. Okay, awesome.